Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your weekly dose of sanity in an insane world. Look, guys, a lot has happened this week. All right. Let's see. We got AO6 gets an ethics complaint by the libs of TikTok creator Chaya Rychek. And of course, AOC stormed off like a little child. The QAnon shaman was actually released from federal prison early due to what they claim is called good behavior, though I believe it's more related to the footage of release of Tucker Carlson for the January 6th footage there. The Tate brothers were finally released from prison, though they are still on house arrest at this point in time. James O'Keefe may have found massive money laundering from the Democratic Party, but look, make no mistake, the Republican Party probably does it too. And Rep. Jamal Bowen actually had an arguing match with Thomas Massey on the House floor. They were screaming about guns. One looked incredibly foolish. I guarantee you can tell yourself who that is, if you know anything about that. And oh yeah, check this out. There was also a professor that was fired for telling leftist college kids to kill conservatives. That actually happened. All of that, which is great topics to discuss, we're going to put on hold tonight because we got the Trump indictment that actually did happen. We want to go ahead and discuss that. We got the new Restrict Act that has been drafted, and it is a very, very horrifying thing. 60 Minutes joins the list of indoctrination programs. And of course, we will head to Rumble Only to talk about the Nashville situation. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Ashley had to take the night off tonight. Her children are kind of under the weather, and take care of them babies, Ashley. We're here for that. But right now, we have another little special guest that we have joining us. We have Troublemaker Davey from the Off Label, or I'm sorry, not Off Label, but Business Party Podcast. How you doing, Troublemaker?
Good gravy, son. First it was AO6. I mean, I know that's what she has in her pants, so that's the reason her boyfriend likes her. Listen, folks, we are at a crossroads here. We have to come together and stop all this nonsense. We need to stop talking about who's more oppressed and who's been held down the most in history. We're supposed to learn from the history, not repeat it. Segregation was a bad thing. Why are we doing it again? There's no need to do it again. Let's just come together and stop going, well, this person's worse than I am. Well, this person, no, I'm more oppressed. No, you're more oppressed. No, I'm more oppressed. Stop with the oppression Olympics. When are we going to realize that it's not us against us? It's us against them. They're the ones that hold the purse. They're the ones who we pay to, they have our money. Let's stop all this nonsense and realize who the real enemy. They shouldn't be the enemy. They should be listening to us. Just like what Rich was saying. AO6 was confronted by libs of TikTok, and what was her response? You're transphobic. I don't want to talk to you. Excuse me, madam. I'm sorry. The taxes that you pay, that I pay, go to your salary, so you have to talk to me. That's what it says. Mind you, she had what? Oh, security around her. What should be protecting our kids? Security. It doesn't have to be a John Rambo gentleman with all tactical gear like he's just stepped out of Call of Duty. No, it could be just a regular dude. I could be carrying. You never know. I've got a sex and drugs and biscuits and gravy shirt on. If I'm holding, you have no idea. But so let's stop this nonsense and stop being divisive against each other. I've listened to too many TikToks of where people keep talking about what's racist. You're racist. You're white. You're racist. You were born this way. I'm Venezuelan, sir. I don't care. Do you know how Venezuelans treat black people too? Enough. It's us, the money holders, against the people who hold our money or our back pockets. I don't know if I said that right, but anyway, Rich, can you come back here? I was trying.
I was just letting you go, dude. I can understand why Ashley did not want this on her channel for the first story now.
Which part? Oh my goodness gracious!
I mean, yeah, okay. here we go.
But I mean, listen, come on. I'm so sick of hearing about. Do you know the history of? Yes, we all know history bad, future good. Let's stop looking at the past and keep going. Well, this is the greatest country in the world. I don't care. We're all, as Kanye would say, new slaves because we just get up, go to work, pay our taxes, and we get no representation for it. We get
Right.
nothing for it. We're sitting here, you know, I we're sitting here talking about it, but you know, I was looking at my paycheck. They cut my paycheck in half. The taxes and everything they take out of my paycheck is like half my paycheck. You know,
Oh yeah.
just to watch them, just to sit there and watch the what you call it, the mouthpiece of the president sit there and talk about, you know, these people are under attack nowadays. These people are under attack, spewing out nonsense garbage that we all know is, everything they disagree with is a right wing talking point.
Mm-hmm.
The sky's blue, sir. That is a right wing talking point.
Yep.
I'm looking up, ma'am. I don't know what you see, but I see a blue sky. I don't know how that's a right wing talking point. You know what that is? You know what that is?
Emotional damage.
And a lot of it.
We're doing this tonight, guys. All right, all right, all right. Let's pull this back a little bit here.
Sorry, I wanted to. This has just got me so fired up with how stupid things have become. This is how
I
bored
agree.
we are. This is how bored we are. We're too busy fighting with each other instead of looking on what's going on. And I said this today. I said this today to somebody I work with. I go, dude, I wouldn't have. I was a staunch person for being against conspiracy theories. After 40 years, the CIA finally went, yeah, we did it. We were the ones who offed Kennedy. Anyway, in the news, this transgender, it was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Great.
Excuse me. Did you just admit the biggest conspiracy theory that people have been fighting over? That families have been torn apart between who killed Kennedy, and you're just going to gloss over that?
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, that actually did happen. They did release the Kennedy files. That they're just like, yeah, we were involved in that. Hey, by the way, yeah, that happened. No, seriously. I actually want to dig into that. I saw that not too long ago, but there's so much there. It's just like the FISA documents and everything. There's so much there, and I was just like, oh my god. So I have to do a little bit of digging into that. But yes, but let's go ahead and get started with this shit. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the Trump thing, like the left has been after Trump for so long. Even when he ran for president, when he announced he was running for president, they have been after him. As a matter of fact, it was Rachel Maddow on MSNBC News when he was confirmed to be the next president elect. She literally said, well, this begins the impeachment of Donald J. Trump. They have been after him since he said he was running for president. Mind you, everybody used to love this man. Everybody loved this man before he ran for president. But we're going to look into the indictment here. We're going to give a little bit of a rough outline of how this came to be, how long this has been going on for, and then we're going to show you how it's all bullshit. For as we know right now, because there are 34 charges in this bill or in this indictment, all of it has been sealed until next week, so we can't even tell, and it'll probably be released when he turns himself in on Tuesday. But we'll check that out. We'll see what's going on. We'll give you a roundabout as to how things have played up at this point in time. Where is my mouse? There it is. Let's go ahead and add this. All right. Yappy little dog.
Yeah, I don't. When did you get in here? Zoe, I didn't even realize she was in here. Hold on.
But yeah, all right. So January 12th, 2018, Trump lawyer arranged a $130,000 payment for adult film star silence. Questionable, especially what we have seen here recently. Trump's lawyer Michael Cohen says he paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 of his own money Trump says he did not know. Or, I'm sorry, that was February 14th, 2018. April 6th, 2018. Trump says he did not know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels. On April 9th of 2018, FBI raids office of Trump lawyer Michael Cohen in Mueller probe. May 3rd, which goes back to a different story altogether, but May 3rd, 2018, Trump acknowledges payments to porn star Stormy Daniels, demands or denies using campaign funds. August 21st of 2018, Michael Cohen, Trump's 4-year longtime personal attorneys, pleads guilty to illegal campaign. By the way, all of this is on Ground News. I'm going to use the Ground News timeline because looking at these bars here, 57% back in January 12th, 57% of left wing was actually talking about this, 26 of center was talking about this, and only 17% of right. I want you all to see how everything is reported switches as this goes along, because all of this is damning to Trump. There's not a lot of right wing spaces talking about it, but left wing are. Central still remains kind of consistent throughout. I want y'all to keep a close eye on that as we go along. May 25th, 2021. So there is a 18, 19, 20, 2.5 year gap in this. Okay. Manhattan DA convenes a grand jury expected to weigh in on Trump evidence report. Why is there a 2.5 year gap, though? Okay. That's what I'm questioning in this whole thing. Okay. Longtime personality pleads guilty to illegal campaign fund usage, but he denies that there was uses.
They were too busy trying to impeach him for those 2 years, so they had nothing else to talk about except for impeachment. And then when he was gone, they started their ratings dropping again in 2021 of May of 2021. They went, "Hey, let's put this back in the news because we need money."
Yep. I was going to play into that, but he nailed it.
Oh, sorry.
Is there a reason they coined the phrase conspiracy theory? It's no longer a conspiracy. Yeah. But yeah.
No longer a theory.
But
just a conspiracy.
He nailed it. I was going to play into that a little bit and just give it a whole point of this is when the dude was.
I'm like a bull in a china shop. Just ram it down. Ram it in there.
So yeah, that's what happened within that. March 18th of 2023. Again, we have a huge gap here because of the second impeachment. Let's go ahead and hit his ass off with that. But yeah, that was the second.
But even the center, the center doesn't even care. On the 21st of May 2021, the center don't care. 23, the center, they cared more back in 2018.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. This is what I wanted to bring up with this, and this is what I was talking about before. Like, everything damning to Trump so far is the left-leaning. Center remains pretty constant with what they're talking about, but Republican or, right-leaning kind of only goes 16, 17% for the most part. Even in that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's like Manhattan DA convenes grand jury expected to weigh in on Trump evidence, nobody talked about it but the center.
Oh, okay. I get it now. That's okay. Who's talking about it?
Right. Yeah. That's who reports the most about it is left-leaning sources, center-leaning sources, or right-leaning sources. But yeah. On March 20th, 2023, House Republicans seek testimony from Manhattan DA on Trump hush money probe. Okay. They're starting to look into this a little bit more. There's a lot that was found in that the left wasn't even trying to report. There was a lot that actually came up about that the left wanted to memory hole. We actually have two major pieces that blow this out the fucking water from the very beginning. But here's the thing. Look at this. March 20th of 2023, Trump indictment would be unprecedented moment in U.S. history. The left talked about this 25% of all reporting outlets. 71% center in any way, whether it be a little bit left-leaning, a little bit right-leaning. 71% talked about this. Right? Only 4%. That's a telling situation because this right here, this Trump indictment would be unprecedented moment in U.S. history. That was the right side being like, y'all didn't go after this person. Y'all didn't go after this person. Why are you going after Trump right now. And then the left was just like, well, it's because he's breaking the law. We're all catching on. This has to be a process. Let's do this first. Knowing damn well they ain't going to even try to go back after they get what they want out of that. They ain't going to stop. That's the thing. But 71% we're now talking about this because it is true. This is the first moment in U.S. history that a former sitting president has ever been indicted on any criminal charges from when he was president or while he was running. Think about that for a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it me or is the left like an abusive ex that just won't leave you alone?
They go beyond that abusive ex.
they just don't stop. And no matter what you tell them and no matter what facts you bring up, they don't care. They have it in their head that that's the way it is, and that's going to be and nothing changes their mind. And it's like, can you just open your mind just a little bit? Just
No.
little. Can you? Because I was watching this live because that's where I love to watch them because it just shows. It's like watching MSNBC all day. It's just watching a bunch of Rachel Maddows and a bunch of Joy Reids just sit there and bark at each other and yell at people and tell everybody that just because your skin is a certain color, you're a racist and all this and that and this and that. And it's like, and then somebody tries to make a valid point. Nope, you're dumb. Nope, that's it. No, I don't want to hear it. It's like that. That's why I said I like to see that the center is, it's the center. But do you know like what publication, like what makes them center?
Okay, so from that, we got Independent, Associated Press, which is kind of questionable to me because Associated Press is actually very left leaning.
Yeah, they've
in
apologized.
A lot of what
they've apologized 97 times in the last 27 minutes. They apologize a lot.
They do actually look into right-leaning sources and they talk about right-leaning things a lot of the time, which is why they are centered in the center category.
Okay.
Because they will address the things that, conservatives talk about, the points that are brought up in that. They will actually address that and they will fact check as long as it doesn't hurt one side or the other. But ABC News, Toronto Star, I don't know what the fuck a Canada site is doing in center, but but yeah, it's the breakdown of this. These are actual centered articles right here. We got plus 43 other than these, and these are usually like,
you got to bring it back up so we can see.
Oh, my bad. Shit. But no,
okay, there we go.
Right here, yeah. These are usually like your immediate center in the list are usually like local news because they do try to be as centered as possible and unbiased and balanced as they possibly can. You got your left-leaning sources, like I was saying, the Associated Press, Independent, ABC News. You got right-leaning
Times of India.
I don't even know, dude. But yeah, News Channel 8, these are going to be a lot more localized as far as this is concerned. But yeah, that's the way that kind of breaks down.
See what I mean? They're calling Indian TV right-leaning. I don't...
Dude, if you don't follow the cult, you're right-leaning.
But that's what I, like... I'm just so baffled. Like, it's Indian TV.
Right. But yeah, on March 2023, DeSantis slams Manhattan DA. First remark on the potential Trump indictment. Yes, of course, everybody was sitting here talking about DeSantis running. Is DeSantis running? That's still in play as that goes. But the right side was talking about this more than anybody because DeSantis is just like, this sounds a little fucked up at this point. I don't know what you're talking about, but you are dealing with one of my citizens because Trump does live in Florida.
I love how they put Tim Pool. By the way, I like how everybody else has got a thing and Tim Pool's got his sensual face up there. But I love how Tim Pool's a right wing.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude is the most milk toast guy. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Tim says that infuriates me, but like, he's in the middle. The dude is the most middle person. I mean,
You
and it,
have, if anything, no, I would say if anything, he's more left leaning because a lot of things he does talk about is kind of like old ass left wing
yeah.
viewpoints and everything. But that dude is like, I don't know what the is going on. I'm just telling you what's happening, what I remember. I'm not taking a stance either way. That son of a should be dead at the first on the list, dead center.
Yeah.
But no, they got him right leaning. How the
Well,
is that possible?
that's because he bought Independent Skate Company. He took the logo, and everybody now thinks that it's
The
he's a
Iron Cross.
yeah. Listen, that was a great move for him. Not gonna lie, he's got how long? 30, 40, 50 years of advertising on his back, and he went, yeah, go ahead, take it back. I don't care. Take it back. Take me to court. Tell them it's yours. And they, from what I know, they haven't said nothing yet. So, but yeah,
hell no. They aren't because they took it away. They were saying, "Hey, this is racist. We don't want to do this anymore." So Tim Pool was like, "Y'all are fucking stupid. There ain't nothing racist about it. I'm gonna use it." And yeah, he got that. I always felt like Tim was more center left, but he did vote Trump in 2020. That has nothing to do with it.
yeah.
I mean, that has not. I voted for Obama. I voted for Trump. I didn't vote for Bush. Yeah, I did. The first time.
I always vote for Bush.
Not that Bush. George Bush.
Son of a. I'm an old school kind of guy.
That has nothing to do with who you vote for. I mean, you're more centered if you vote left or right, left or right. It depends on the person. You are a more centered person if you are looking into the person instead of the policies and like that. You are more centered because you are more likely to say, look, I stand up for Republican, conservative values, but this son of a running right here for District 14, I don't fucking like him. But I do like the left leaning dude a little bit more. So I'll vote for that guy. That's centered people are actually the most diverse because we look at both points, we look at both sides, and we see it all. And though both sides do have valid arguments, only one side means to actually make sense in all of this for the past 5 years now. But
I've come to be call myself an independent conservative. I'm because I have conservative values, but I'm not with the GOP. I mean, GOP has no balls, they
no,
really don't. So like and there's some things I agree with the GOP with and a lot of things I don't agree with them, and people are just using this MAGA thing once again, it's to create division.
yes,
It's to create division. I'm going to be the president who brings people together is sitting there continuously calling Republicans MAGA Republicans. And the people who are
extreme MAGA Republicans, nuclear MAGA,
ultra MAGA, and the people who are on his side, who take his money, Mitt Romney. They're good. They're the good Republicans, the warmongers. The people who like to make money off of war and okay with the money laundering that's going on. They're the good Republicans. But anybody that thinks maybe like the Freedom Caucus does, MAGA Republicans.
I mean, that's been used as anything MAGA. You can just label it MAGA, and everybody's supposed to eat it. That's what it is.
Yeah, facts are now right-wing talking points. Like I said, it's
well, it's not only facts; it's anything and everything that you don't agree with is now MAGA right-wing. It's if you're with this left cult, anything that proves you wrong in any shape or form is right-wing MAGA ultra extremist.
So
now there are a lot more people out there that actually do see the difference. I will say that though.
Ashley
a lot more.
Ashley replied to my tweet about her.
Uh-oh.
I tweeted out, Sorry, folks, but I will be sitting in for Freely Ashley tonight because she is on assignment cleaning up a fudge factory explosion. And she put, "This is the rudest way to phrase that my kids are sick."
We love you, Ashley.
We love you.
But yeah,
Um,
also on March 2023, of course, left wing our publication has to come back with New York prosecutors consider charging Trump organization in Cohen hush money scheme. Okay. 3 days later, again, left wing publications. The Center talked about this a lot more, which is surprising. Grand jury will not convene this week in Trump investigation. DA Bragg investigating Trump received a threat letter with white powder on the next day. 50% of center sources were talking about this. Now that goes back to the anthrax scare of what was it, 2003, 2004, something like that. It was after the World Trade Center. I remember that, where everybody was just like stuffing baby powder into envelopes and sending them out. I
yeah,
remember that. I was
like
young as back then, but I remember that.
it was like right after 9/11. That was right after 9/11.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't long after that.
That was happening before. Was that anthrax? People have been sending shit like that though through the mail for
Right.
a hot minute, just because ever since like ricin and all that stuff has been like invented or became popular at one point, they were sending that stuff through the mail, So,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Because ricин's hard to test for, but yeah. On March 21st of 2023, why does it have this one after what? This should be before that timeline right here. But on
that's-
March 21st of 2023, bomb threat disrupts New York court where Trump case is being heard. Wright was talking about this more than anybody else. Now, I do remember hearing a bit about that, but there was a bomb threat to stop a committee hearing for this kind of situation. Don't
was it?
remember much about what that happened, but they were trying to stop Alvin Bragg from
But was it
just
about Trump?
steamrolling.
I could have swore I heard it was about. It was just the same building. It wasn't about Trump though. It
No,
was
it
about
wasn't
something.
about Trump at all.
Oh, okay.
That was about Alvin Bragg just trying to steamroll this shit and having public support because left wing sources were talking about this. Center got involved in major issues, and then all of a sudden, bomb threat happened. I guarantee you that's not right leaning people who did that in the first damn place. It's probably a left wing or left person because they have been shown to be incredibly mentally disturbed and incredible acts of violence. So probably somebody planted that there to either intimidate or to kind of create a false flag event.
Listen, you're gonna get the news media mad at you because they've been trying to tell us that trans and people of color are the biggest targets from white supremacy. The president
So
even
is
said it
Alvin Bragg
himself.
a trans? Is that what you're trying to get at?
I mean, he does have tits.
No, I just think that situation was more played up because we've seen a lot of Antifa and just radical people on the left just do some that's always blamed on the left or the blamed on the right when it happens to somebody on the left, but yet you can have a Republican candidate, and I think it was Pennsylvania, that was almost an assassination attempt happened on screen. Dude walked up with a one of those little knife knuckle things, and wanted to slit his throat on screen, saying, "You're done, you're done." I remember that. I think that was Pennsylvania that had that shit
There
happen.
was two in Jersey. There was
There you
two.
go.
There was two in Jersey. One was a black woman, and one was a Spanish dude. Two Republicans were offed. It might have been three. I think one Democrat too. It's it. Listen, like Tim said, we're probably going into a civil war, and we probably are in one because it's just
We've
getting really bad. Which is once again is
been in
stupid
it.
because we shouldn't be fighting each other.
No, but that's the point of
Yeah.
that. Anyway, March 25th, 2023, Trump says investigations are straight out of Stalinist Russia horror show and first campaign rally. I mean, he's got a point, but the way you worded that is kind of incredibly misleading.
When was the day that Trump said? Well, did we get there? The day that Trump said he was going to be arrested?
Yeah, that was Tuesday of was it this week? Yeah, Tuesday of this week. And then that
This-
didn't happen. And then
Oh, so we haven't gotten there, yeah, because
yeah.
yeah.
But March 26, 2023, Trump lawyer, former president's attack on Bragg was ill-advised. Of course, left-leaning 54%, because was it ill-advised? After everything that we have seen, the dude saying, hey, look, your attack on me is strictly political. Everything that has happened here, we got receipts for, and this is just a witch hunt politically to stop me from running from office. March 25th of 2023. This is fucking surprising as hell. Bill Maher warns charging Trump over hush money probe would be colossal mistake. Rocket fuel for, of course, him running for presidency. 75% of right-leaning sources were talking about this, and I'll tell you why. If Bill Maher gets the shit right and tells you y'all are dumb for this shit, you should probably fucking listen.
And the thing I like about Bill Maher, even though he's a big shill for the left, and I don't say that because he's Jewish, I just use that word. Bill Maher will tell you to go fuck yourself no matter what. If you tell, well, Bill Maher is shilling for the right or shilling for the left, Bill will just go, I just told you what I told you. Just shut up. And he won't even address it. He'll just go about his day because he knows if you don't say anything and you don't, I mean, he's learned from Jen Psaki. I mean, actually, no, Jen Psaki learned from him. I'll circle back to you, and never circles back and right. Comes back and says anything. So Bill Maher has the right way to do it. Just don't address it. You said it. Oh, well.
I think Joseph Santos is on mine, but I didn't see it pop through here. He'll fight each other because both major parties are trying to change the Constitution so the rights of the people are rendered irrelevant.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
But on March 27th of 2023, Senator talked about this more. Psaki can suck this Psaki.
Yeah, buddy. Ooh, yeah.
Manhattan grand jury mulling over Trump indictment set to reconvene. March of 27th again. Most new polls say Trump investigation are fair. I love how the fact that 50% of left-wing sources were talking about this, 42% of center sources, and only 8% of right. It's fair. The Trump investigations are fair. From what we've learned about this so far, y'all are dumb. Anyway,
I forgot. Trump. Hi, buddy. My life partner's in here. Business Party Podcast. That is Scott, my other half. Who will be? We actually have a big guest on Wednesday. I'm so excited.
Yeah, he's on the Voice of the People one. But yeah, let's see. Trump claims Manhattan DA Bragg already dropped the case against him. Is kind of actually true in some ways because he was just like there was a whole bunch of backlash and everything, and he's just like, we don't need to look into this at this point in time because everybody's screaming about the of course the crime rate in New York.
Well, so here's what's funny is that okay, on the 27th,
he kind of memory hold, not actually drop the case, he memory hold it. Yeah. But
okay, so the 27th was the day he told everybody he was getting indicted, I believe. Around there. Last Tuesday was 20.
Let me look back. It was Monday.
Okay, so Monday. Monday he told everybody he was getting arrested, right? Everybody ran.
It was either that Sunday or Monday, yeah.
Everybody ran with it. I believe it was Sunday. Everybody ran with it. Everybody was reporting on it. And then on Wednesday, MSNBC was telling everybody that this is what Trump does. Trump is the one telling everybody that he's going to get indicted. Nobody said, Alvin Bragg never said he was getting indicted. Nothing happened. Nobody's indicting him. Nobody's going to do anything. And now look where we are.
It's actually longer than that, but it does go off the date of discovery as far as that's concerned for the statute of limitations.
And when was the date of
discovery from this? Was a long ass time ago.
At least 7 years ago.
No. It's like what 2018. Go back to the first instance. The date of discovery from when they figured this out was January 12th, 2018. Now, if you want to point it as to when they were actually trying to say that Trump knew about this, would be roughly August 21st of 2018. Michael Cohen, Trump's spoiler, longtime party, pleads guilty to illegal campaign funds, which is how they tried to tie all this into Trump. So yeah, they knew about this kind of since 2018, but they did not say anything about it because of the impeachment that happened around this time until May 25th, 2021. But yes, they knew since 2018. That was the discovery date because if they're talking about Trump acknowledges payment to porn stars Stormy Daniels, denies using campaign funds back in May 3rd of 2018, they knew. Statute of limitations is gone. Isn't that like what is it? 2 to 5, 3 to 5, something like that on this? Statute of limitations is gone.
Yeah. But yeah, so they try to say that Trump did this on purpose. He wanted everybody to be up in arms and up and enraged, and he told everybody to protest and everything like that. And then it's just him dog whistling to everybody. Nobody said he was getting indicted. And then, I mean, look where we are now.
Right. Mind you, hold on. Where is that? Biden had no comment on Trump indictment. Bragg warns GOP effort to oversee ongoing Trump case is dangerous. Usurpation. Where was it? No, but that was definitely earlier in the week, 27th, 28th. Manhattan grand jury mulling Trump indictment set to reconvene. Most new polls say Trump investigations are fair. Former National Enquirer CEO testifies. And somewhere in there, they're just like, no. Here's the thing. We're going to take a break. We won't be back for a month as far as that goes. And then all of a sudden, a few days later, the indictment is held down. And they're not going to be back for a while.
And you know why, right? Their star witness was Michael Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
A known liar.
Yep.
That's your star witness. Michael Cohen, a known liar who went to jail for lying, is your star witness. That's like having one crackhead talk to be the character witness for another crackhead.
Pretty much, yes.
It's like what are you doing? What, and you're gonna try to get him on this?
Exactly. The indictment has been sealed. We have no idea of the 34 charges that have been brought against him. We won't know until after his ass turns himself in.
But here we
and that's set to what, Tuesday next week?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But like it what so the main charge, it was what everybody's talking about, is this payment that he supposedly made that Michael Cohen already said he made the payment. I made the payment because, I did it because that's what he wanted. Yeah, he didn't tell me that's what he wanted, but that's, when you work with somebody for so long and you just make payments for them. Yeah, because that's what I do. My friends that I know, I know what my friends want, and I'm just going to do what my friends want just because, I know what he wants. I've been his lawyer for 20-some years. Shut up. He didn't. You the one who paid her to not write a book, and then you bill them for it. And how many times is Trump? This is what I'm trying to explain to people also. Trump is an entity. He doesn't single-handedly have his finger in every single little thing. How is it that people let off Anthony Fauci because the NIH, they give so much money to so many different places. How can Anthony Fauci keep track of everybody they give money to. That's part of his job. He works in the government. The government wants to know every dollar and dime goes. Trump has many places with his just name on it with a bunch of people running it. How do you expect him to know every single little thing? But
Yes.
you allow you give the benefit of the doubt to Fauci, who's playing with our money, but not the benefit of the doubt to Trump, who's playing with his own money. It makes my head hurt.
Well, here's another thing too. He said, depending on currently undisclosed charges, there's no statute of limitations. Trump was investigated on 30 counts. Something will stick. I guarantee you, yes, something will. There is something in there that they're going to nail him for, but it's not going to stop him from running for president. It's going to be some just like, hey, you jaywalked on a Sunday kind of situation. Okay, maybe I'm being hyperbolous as shit. I know that.
You had sex with a stripper on a Sunday, so it's against the
Yeah.
Bible. You're a Bible-fearing man, Mr. President. How could you do that on a Sunday?
It's not going to stop the man from running. But here is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the biggest thing. This blows the whole Stormy Daniels thing out the water. And this is why they're like, hold up. Let's stop for a minute. We're going to reconvene a month from now. Oh, yeah, the indictment's already out. But fuck. To whom it may concern, over the past few weeks, I have been asked countless of times to comment on reports of alleged sexual relationship that I had with Donald Trump many, many, many years ago. The fact of the matter is that each party to this alleged affair denies the existence in 2016, 2011, 2016, 2017, and now again in 2018. This was written in January 30th of 2018. I am not denying this affair because I was paid hush money, as been reported in overseas owned tabloids. I am denying this affair because it never happened. I will have no further comment on this matter. Please feel free to please check my Instagram. Blah blah blah. Here's the fucking thing. This bitch has actually said, it did happen. After writing this, she came out and said, yeah, it did fucking happen.
But wait. On her actual Twitter account, she states that she wrote it under kind of a duress where they wrote it out for her, and the reason why she signed it Stormy Daniels is because that's what she said. I signed it under my performer name because of so that way it wouldn't. This is not a sworn affidavit. Bless your heart. This is what I talked about in 2018. So it's not. So this is also not new. Whatever tiny things it is either. She says in her book, I was given yet another statement to sign. I sat up and read it. The fact of the matter is that each party to this alleged affair denied an existence in 2006, 2011, 2016, 2017, and now again 2018. The signed statement read, I am not denying this affair because I was paid hush money, as has not been reported in overseas owned tabloids. I am denying this affair because it never happened. I panicked. I admit it. I panicked. I did not know who the Gucci guy was. Was he the one threatening me? Did he have a gun?
Shut
Even
up.
though I knew the statement was completely, I picked up the pen and signed my name, but I purposely signed it wrong. Stormy Daniels has a very whatever. But yeah, that's why
Here's the
she's
thing,
saying
though.
she's saying she made it up.
Here's the thing. The typed version is Stormy Daniels. So it wouldn't be a thing. Well, it could be argued to be a thing if you had signed your real name and not your stage name. Had this had been your real name and you signed it Stormy Daniels, now you have something there. But the fact that your stage name is linked to you and you use your stage name to sign this and it is in your signature, fuck off. Your duress claim is not applicable here. You're trying to say that Trump literally had goons sat out there and they were threatening to beat your ass? Is that what you're claiming?
Yeah, because she said it before. She said she had some guy following her, some Italian guy, and she didn't know what he was going to do, and she was scared and all this blah blah blah. I mean, listen, could it happen? Probably, but do you think Trump is Tony Soprano? Is that what she thinks?
I don't fucking know, but it sounds like it. But the fact that this was stated in 2006, 2011, 2016, 2017, and again in 2018, now your claim is already moot because if they were to have you sign this in 2018, how do you 27, 2016, 2011, 2006? You think Trump actually had people follow this from the existence of all of this? Come on.
What is he, a Scientologist? And not for nothing, like Scotto says.
You
So
know
that
what?
so that signed note, fuck off and go home. I mean, you could have just signed it SD or SD suck, or Daniels or Stormy, or just there's so many ways you could have just signed it instead of your. But I mean, listen, we don't know what mind frame she was in. We don't know. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to be held liable. But we don't know what she could have been under duress wise or anything else like that. So I mean, we have no idea what her mind frame was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I mean, I'm going to leave it at that, but but yeah,
I
even
gotta
then,
blow my nose.
even then, we got this letter here. Okay, February 28th of 2018. Michael Cohen admitted he paid Stormy Daniels out of his own pocket, and Trump never reimbursed him. So, if you're going to bring Michael Cohen in, what is he going to say? Hey, this is a fucking lie. You've been lying this entire time here, sir. So if this is a lie, everything else must be a lie too. And that's your star witness?
Yeah.
Okay.